Hey guys, this is James Hernandez. How's everybody doing? And welcome to a brand new video for today. And today I'm going to be doing another comic book review, which I actually have been wanting to do a comic book review on because the new Predator movie had just came out. It's called Predator Badlands. So with that movie just recently came out last week, or maybe like I don't know, like a week before last week. I don't know, but anyway, so today I'm going to be reviewing this Predator comic book crossover, and today I'm going to be reviewing the first issue of Batman versus Predator. That's right, Batman versus Predator is a crossover between the Dark Knight and the Alien Hunter. So this comic book is the first issue of the Batman versus Predator trilogy, which I don't know if I have the second or the third issue of this comic book, but I have the first one right here. And since Predator Badlands just came out, I thought to myself, hey, you know what? Why not review a comic book where the Predator has fought the Dark Knight himself, Batman? So I thought it would be a good idea to talk about it. So basically this comic book, I believe, I could be wrong though, but correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe this comic book came out in the year 1992, on the year that that Predator 2 came out. Again, I could be totally wrong, but this was the time where this crossover has been released during the 90s, ever since like the second Predator movie with Danny Glover has appeared in. So basically the story in this comic book is really simple. The Predator has come to Gotham City, starts killing people, and then it's up to Batman to stop the Predator. And that's literally the story of this comic. But it's actually more than that in the more times you think about it when you read this comic. So before I move on to the rest of the story, I guess I want to like name like who is like the creators of this comic. So the writer of this story is Dave Gibbons, as you guys might know him as the co-creator of Watchmen, which Watchmen is one of my favorite graphic novels of all time. The penciler is by Andy Kubert. I hope I'm saying his last name right. The inker and letterer is by Adam Kubert. Adam Kubert. Then the color artist is by Sherlan Van Vilkenberg. I hope I'm saying the last name right. And the cover artist is Chris Warner. The cover colorist is Georgie Wright. And the editors are Diane Hughes and Daniel O'Neill. So yeah, those are like the crew behind this comic book. So let's talk about what's been going on in this first issue. So it first begins like with this boxing match that has been played on the TV. And then it was this guy who was just chilling. He was like eating snacks, and he's at his trailer park, and his dog was like barking because the dog is actually sensing that someone or something is like locating in the graveyard. So the guy got so annoyed that he decided to get the dog out of the graveyard, but he actually noticed that that the dog was acting much stranger. So he went outside, and then he actually saw the corpse of his dog, which is which really breaks my heart, you know, because I really don't like when dogs get hurt. It really makes me sad because, you know, I'm a dog person. So the guy comes out of his trailer park, and then all of a sudden, these red lasers actually starts aiming at him, and then boom, he actually got killed off. And yeah, so now we were introduced to Bruce Wayne, and we got to see Jim Gordon. And one of them was like was talking about something is like causing like all these mass murders around Gotham City. So Bruce Wayne decides to dress up as Batman, and then he has to go investigate of like who is behind the murders of like these gangsters and these like civilians and all these people in Gotham City. And then while that's going on, like there was like there was actually the big boxer guy, which I don't know his name is Marcus. So he basically is just spending his time, you know, having alone time with his girlfriend until it was interrupted by the Predator that was in his cloak form. So Marcus tries to fight off against the Predator while he tell his girlfriend to go to the bathroom to hide while he fights the unseen Predator. And Marcus was like using like a lamp to fight off the Predator, which I was like, really? But that's pretty much like the only weapon that he can use a choice to fight the Predator. But he wasn't really that lucky because the Predator just like shoots the net at him and he just like brutally kills him. And then his girlfriend was left alive. So Batman actually came to the crime scene to investigate, and then yeah, it's really crazy that that this whole like aftermath of like what the Predator just did was really gory. I gotta give credit to like one of those artists who made this because they actually did very good of keeping in tone with both Batman and Predator, and they actually did really good with this making this comic like pretty much R rating because there was like blood, there's gore, and there's just literally everything everywhere because this comic is not messing around, especially like because the Predator, if you guys have like watched like one of the Predator movies, they're mostly like rated R, with the exception of Alien versus Predator. The first one was like PG-13, which I really don't think it's a good idea, and I thought it was BS. But anyways, let's get back to this comic. So Batman is investigating, and then he was like, whoever is like killing one of those criminals or killing everyone, it's not a human. So Batman goes around Gotham to see if there's any other like investigations of what's been going around in Gotham City. And then there was like the cloak predator right here, and no one has ever seen it before right there. No one saw that. No one even noticed it when the predator is on top of the building, when all these detectives as well as Batman were just communicating with each other about the crime scene that the predator has committed. So so the predator starts to follow Batman wherever he goes without being seen, and then we got to see Batman fighting these boxers, and then Batman actually pretty much just like knocked them down with no problem because of like Batman is Batman. So the Predator continues to follow Batman wherever he goes without being seen, and then so he basically goes back to the Wayne mansion, and he talks to Alfred about like something is going on, something like someone or something is like hunting everybody in Gotham City. So then and then let's see. So basically Bruce was like, "You're right, Alfred. Clear them out of the apartment from the gun that is." And then Alfred was like, "Of course, Master Bruce. Those firing tests are performed in the Highway Man chase." And we got to see like a really cool like shot of the Bat logo in the sky, pretty much like when you see like in every incarnation of Batman throughout the series, like in the comics, movies, and cartoons, or even ties to the Justice League. So Batman goes to find where the Predator is again. So Bruce puts his Batman costume on and he goes into the Batmobile, and then he actually sees like another aftermath of the crime scene in the boxing ring. So and yeah, everything was just like pretty messy here. And when it's like messy, and I mean it's really messy because of like this comic and this Predator does not play around, because like how the Predator is like so brutal and violent, one of the most like toughest alien species in movie history. And he hunts for sports just like what every Predator does, like in all the Predator movies, especially when he went toe to toe against the xenomorph aliens, like not just in movies, but also in video games and comics. So yeah, the Predator is watching the situation without being seen, like he always does, and then all of a sudden, this guy actually was pretty much just was getting speared, well, getting impaled by the spear, and then these guys were like firing at the target, even though they can't see it. But Jim Gordon was like, "No, stop firing! No, hold your fire!" And then like they actually didn't even hit like a shot of the cloaked predator. It reminds me of the scene like from the first movie where this guy was like, there's like no blood, no anything. We actually hit nothing, but the predator can still see us because he's invisible. So Batman actually sees the red lasers as aimed towards his bat logo, and Batman was like, well, basically Jim Gordon was asking like, what are you playing at, Bruce? And then Batman was like, I'm not really sure, but I think I'm starting to understand the rules, and I'm beginning to realize that whoever is killing everyone in Gotham is not a human at all. It's no Joker, it's no Bane, it's no Mr. Freeze, it's no the Riddler, and it's no Poison Ivy. It's something else that is much worse. So Batman begins to investigate to another location in Gotham City, and then right out of the nowhere, the cloaked predator just busts through the door, and he starts like attack one of those guys and those gangsters, and then Batman was fighting the predator, and then oh my god, the fight where the predator was like not only was like pretty much like attacking Batman but also attacking these guys was just yikes. It's so ridiculous and so brutal that the predator actually throws the shurikens at those guys, and he actually uses a shoulder cannon to like shoot the guy's chest. And I was like, oh my god, you can tell that the predator is not messing around. So then, and look at this shot right here, see? And that is where Batman finally gets to see the Predator, and the Predator is ready for action, and he's ready to hunt for sport when he encounters Batman. So these guys shot the Predator off the sky, and then the Predator actually manages to hang on the gargoyle statue. So and then he disappears, and then Batman decides he is gonna go after him by himself. So when Batman goes to the trailer park at the beginning of the story, so Batman actually sees the dog and the guy that we saw early at the beginning of this book that he was hanging from, and then Batman encounters the Predator. And when Batman encounters the Predator, oh my god, the Predator just beats the daylights out of Batman. And you can tell that this Predator is just so brutal. He is so strong. He would just like do anything. Like one time he actually throws a shuriken and basically almost sliced Batman's thigh, which I was like, ooh, like that hurts. Like you can tell that this Predator does not mess around, and he does not play any games. Like whatever you like, read the Predator comics or play the video games or even watch the movies, especially when he crosses over with the aliens. So yeah, this fight is really not fair for Batman because the Predator is just too strong. He's too OP. He just pretty much just like impales Batman with the spear, and he just beats the crap out of him after when like all these pile of garbage just fall on top of him. And then Batman like he was like some kind of construction thing, whatever, I don't know, or maybe some kind of damaged car, and basically just like he just dropped something and just lands on top of the Predator. So then Batman actually grabbed this I think it's some kind of like pipe stick or whatever. So he basically grabs it and then he's about to go after him. But nope, it turns out that the Predator is alive, and then he just like shot Batman in the shoulder. And this comic actually ends like with this picture right here that the Predator was about to beat up Batman, and then he was like, "You son of a," and then yeah. And that's basically the end of the first issue. So overall, this comic book, I do think it's actually really fun. I really like that it's basically like a detective story with Batman trying to like figure out who is like killing the people in Gotham City, especially the gangsters and boxers, because this Predator has been like fighting a lot of enemies in his life. Like not only he fought like the aliens, but he also has fought like mercenaries, cops, samurais and pirates. He even fought like, well, Batman. He has fought Tarzan. He has fought the entire Justice League and other comics. This is just crazy. And I do think that the art actually looks pretty good. There were some picture arts where I was like not a fan of. Like usually some of the faces on the characters just looks too, I don't know, just looks really weird. It just looks so out of place. Like there was one like right here. Yeah, look at that face. Like this person right here just make that really weird, really like uncomfortable facial expression where I was I'm like change your face already, bro. Like stop. But other than that, I do think this comic book is actually really good. I do think this is a very good crossover, and the dialogue is really good. It's got good writing. It's got good scenes like when the Predator was hunting everyone in Gotham and Batman's being, well, Batman. And the fight between Batman and Predator is so brutal that we had to see like how much more that the fight between Batman and Predator goes when I read the second issue. I'm not sure if I have the second or third issue of this comic book. I'm gonna have to like check out like one of my collection of comic books to see if I have those or not. But other than that, I think this is a really good comic book, and I actually really recommend this comic to both fans of Batman and Predator. And the one thing I want to mention is that you guys are wondering, wait a minute, James, how did you discover this comic book when you actually were starting to getting into comics? Well, I actually first heard of this comic book when I was like watching a fan-made Batman movie called Batman Dead End. And if you don't know what Batman Dead End is, Batman Dead End is technically a fan-made Batman movie. It's a short film where it centers on Batman, the Joker, the Xenomorph alien, and the Predator. And I think that one came out, I want to say like 2004, like on the same year as the first Alien versus Predator film. I could be wrong though, but like if you guys have not seen Batman Dead End, you guys should definitely go check this out. And I think it's really cool to watch. Even for a fan-made short film with Batman, Joker, Alien, Predator, I still recommend you guys should go check it out, especially if you really like crossovers. So, so yeah, and then like when I was watching the making of Batman Dead End, they mentioned that Batman is going to fight the Predator, and then actually shows the covers of this comic. And I was like, oh wow, a crossover between Batman and Predator? I gotta go read this. And I read this, and it was actually really good. I really liked this comic book. The artists did a very good job, and I really like this cover of like of Batman swinging, and he was about to fight the Predator, especially like at the back where I don't know if you guys can see it, but the Predator was basically pretty much brutally beats up Batman, and you really felt bad for Batman when the Predator was just fighting so nasty that he is just like so OP, and he's just like too strong for Batman. But I heard in the second issue, Batman actually escapes after he was badly hurt from the Predator. But like I said, I'm not sure if I have the second issue of this comic, but if I do, then maybe in the future, maybe next year, I'll review the second issue of Batman vs. Predator. So as of right now, Batman vs. Predator is a really good crossover. Now, I really do recommend this to both fans of Batman and Predator, or you're just like a fan of both, then I recommend that you should guys go check this out. The price here says in the US it costs like about $2.95, while in Canada is like $3.50. But I looked up the prices on Amazon, and it says the price on this first issue was actually $30. So I'm not sure if $30 is expensive or not, because I'm not really good with the expensive stuff. But yeah, but I totally recommend you guys should go check this out if you're a fan of both the Predator and Batman. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Batman vs. Predator a strong 9.8 out of 10. This is a very good comic book crossover. It has some small problems I have, like some of the art just looks a little off, looks a little weird, but everything else was really good. And I really recommend this comic book to fans of Batman and the Predator. So folks, that is my review for Batman vs. Predator. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Have you guys read Batman vs. Predator? If so, what did you guys think of it? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? What do you think of the art? Do you think the fight between Batman and Predator is fair? And do you like the fight between those two? And have you seen the fan-made film Batman Dead End? And if so, what did you guys think? So comment below and let me know. And also, in case if you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on the notifications when I make brand new videos. And stay tuned for the next video that I'm going to be doing, my top 10 favorite anti-heroes. Which, yeah, I haven't really been doing like a top 10 list ever since like, I want to say last August that I did my top 10 favorite video game villains. Yeah, so I decided that after this, I'm going to do my top 10 favorite anti-heroes from comics, anime, video games, movies, cartoons, and TV shows. So stay tuned for that top 10 list. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say. So hope you guys enjoy my review for Batman vs. Predator, and I'll see you guys later. Oh, wait, but one more thing before I go. I want to say thank you so much for reaching me to get like 302 subscribers. I want to say thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And I'm just making my YouTube channel more active. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying and supporting me. So anyway, so like I said, I hope you guys enjoy my review for the first issue of Batman vs. Predator. And I'll see you guys next time. All right? Take care.